I've always been a director. Even though I dabbled in acting briefly, directing is what compels me and fills me the most. And as a result, I'm able to help other people more. And when I moved into television, Gail Colby, who's the woman who gave me the opportunity, said, do whatever it is you want to do. And I said, well, what I do is direct. And she said, fine, then you'll direct. So I trained as a director, did my first few shows, and then an opening happened in the producing staff. And one day she said to me, Yuri, so many things you said echoed. One day she said to me, I need you to produce the session upstairs. And I said, produce? And she said, yes. And I said, all right. And so I went upstairs and produced the afternoon session. And then she said, okay, we're going to hire you to do this, but you can't direct for a while, but we're going to pay you now, because they don't pay you to observe in television. You just do that. It's an opportunity that's given you. So I was hired as a producer and did that for some time and became absorbed in learning the medium. And then after a few years decided I needed to direct because that's what keeps me going. The transition, I've always managed to become a producer in whatever I do. That must speak largely for my personality, but I enjoy it and it works. So having produced 40 plays in New York, it was very natural to produce anything after that. If you can do that, you can produce just about anything. And television was just another way. I just had more zeros on the end of my budget column, and that was fun. So I produced television, but going back to the directing was just what I had to do for myself, and I was lucky to be working with people who allowed me to do that. So I did both for a while, and eventually Procter & Gamble said to me, you have to make a decision. Are you going to produce or are you going to direct? And I said, well, I want to do both. And they said, well, let's focus on one. I said, okay, directing's it. That's who I am. That's what I do. So I stayed in it. The